It is a beautiful day here in the Delaware Valley, and some of the youngsters have forego a chance to go out and play because they're part of the play ball weekend around Major League Baseball, and they're here at Citizens Bank Park, get a chance to roam around the ballpark before the start of the San Francisco Giants and the Phillies. It's Weekends with Schmidt, presented by Acme Markets. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy along with Mike Schmidt and Ben Davis. We get set for Game 2 of this series between the Phils and the Giants. So last night, the Phillies pitchers, they walked 10 different San Francisco Giants. So what do? They send Ben Lively out to make his Major League debut.
They call someone up who doesn't walk a whole lot of guys, and Ben Lively really has earned this promotion to the big leagues. Throughout his minor league career, he's thrown strikes and not walked anybody, and that's something with the 10 strikes that you mentioned, Tom. It's something that they just cannot afford to do anymore. They're getting themselves behind the 8 ball. This is a great pickup by the Philadelphia Phillies. Able to get Ben Lively in that Marlin Bird trade. Really, it was a great trade for the Phils.
All right, so Ben Lively, what does he feature? He features 4 different pitches, including a fastball that moves all around. Dusty Wathan, his manager at Lehigh Valley, said it's a deceptive fastball. It's about 92, 93 miles an hour, but he also has a very good curveball. That's what they like, too.
Yes, he does, and he can throw both for strikes. He can use that curveball to get back in counts, but I like the fact that he uses his fastball effectively, in and out, up and down, and he can throw that ball in on righties to induce a lot of ground balls.
18 wins last year. He was the Phillies minor league pitcher of the year overall. 45 victories and an earned run average of 2.99. All right, so that's one of the storylines today. The other storyline continues to be one of the storylines. It's the psychological approach of this ball club because they're struggling right now. Obviously, since May 1st, Michael, they haven't been able to win consistently.
You're right. And you see on the screen right here, the graphic, the record 2-11. Outscored 78-25 over that period, scored 2 or fewer runs in 10 of 13 games. So they are struggling. And I love what Matt Klentak and Pete have decided to do. Let them figure this out for themselves. It's so important, and I have a personal experience with that. In 1973, I should have been in the minor leagues, but I was playing third base for the Phillies. They let me figure it out for myself. I developed a lot of little things in my computer up here about hitting that allowed me to get to where I got in my career. The 2 guys that I see have made some changes as hitters, we can see it visibly, are Tommy Joseph and Aaron Altair. Both made subtle changes, and both were the best players we had in the month of May. I think it's so important for young players to take some lumps, go to the bottom a little bit, climb back up, go to the bottom again, climb back up, and know how to come out of tough times, because baseball's got a lot of tough times in it. So let's watch now who makes some changes as hitters and who figures it out going forward.
Well, hopefully the Phillies will figure it out here this afternoon as they get set for Game 2 against the San Francisco Giants. Will be Lively making his Major League debut. 9 starts down to the minor leagues, and the veteran Johnny Cueto will start for the Giants. Lineups at first pitch when we return. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By Toyota. Find your favorite model today. Toyota, let's go places. By Citizens Bank, official bank of the Phillies. Visit citizensbank.com. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at IBX.com. Well, back here at Citizens Bank Park, and there is 25-year-old right-hander Ben Lively about to make his major league debut. Let's take a look at the lineup he'll face today. It's brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. If it looks familiar, it should. It's the same lineup the Giants used last night, including Denard Span, who raised his batting average from .231 to .260 with his 5 hits, which tied a career high. And they will face the big right-hander from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Drafted out of high school by the Indians, didn't sign, went to Central Florida, and then eventually drafted in the 4th round by the Cincinnati Reds. Excellent numbers down in AAA. Can it translate to the big leagues? Well, that's what we will find out beginning with today's outing against the San Francisco Giants. Ben, as we look at the scouting report, deceptive. It keeps coming up when it comes to Ben Lively, and I think he has to be deceptive down in the zone.
He definitely has to be. There's a day he will never forget. He's probably get a little jitters out there, a little bit of anxiety. 90, 95, I think that might be pushing a little bit. He might touch 95, but he'll sit between 90, 92. Deceptive fastball, like you said. Good sink on that sinker, and a curveball. Very good out pitch as well.
Well, he's got some family who are here for today's ball game. In fact, when he was up a few weeks ago, he didn't get into a game, so they didn't come and see him, but they are here today to watch him pitch. He's finished up his warm-up tosses, as it's turned out to be a beautiful day. Little rain in the area this morning, but bright sunshine and a very nice breeze.
Can you imagine having your son sitting here watching him pitch his first major league game?
Can't imagine it.
You know, I watched TV last night, and I saw the Slater, is it, his family?
Yep.
See him get his first major league hit. What a thrill.
And to be able to see it with your own eyes and not just see it on television too.
You know how many travel league games Mom took him to?
Well, the first pitch of Ben Lively's career is in there for a strike, so we're underway. They throw the baseball out. They'll keep that one, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Denard Span last night had 5 hits, which tied his career high. And the fact that he had 5 hits and Eduardo Nunez had 3 changed the whole complexion of the 1-2 spot in the Giants' order. Collectively one of the worst in baseball. In fact, the Giants' leadoff hitters were 3rd from the bottom among leadoff hitters around Major League Baseball, and now they're 21st. That's a huge jump in one night. 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2.
So far, we got the classic first pitch of the first hitter of the career thing going here, you know. 0-2 on his first hitter. Strike his first pitch. Little chin music on his 3rd pitch.
Well, Span seems to be ready. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Lively delivers. Curveball in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
You wouldn't know it by looking at him. No, he looks very composed, very calm out there. You know he's got some butterflies going on inside.
Yeah, talking to him yesterday, he seemed very calm. I mean, that is the day before. Two balls, 2 strikes. And a line drive 1 hopper knocked off the face of Freddie Galvis. And man, oh man, that is not something you want to see. Galvis was hit right in the chops on that 1 hop line drive. I don't know if it hit the glove also.
I hope it did, but it's not looking like it, is it?
Chris Mudd comes running out just to check on him. Maikel Franco immediately waved folks over. The good side is that Freddie is up, and they're holding the lower part of his mouth just to try to stop whatever bleeding is there.
Just going to throw on those rubber gloves. But this ball is smoked to shortstop.
It's another rocket hit by Span.
And off his glove, then off his
So it did hit the glove.
mouth. Yes. And the good thing was it wasn't a direct hit to his mouth.
Yeah, maybe it slowed it down just a little bit.
Make sure he has all his chiclets. I think he'll stay in this.
Oh, I'm glad that hit his glove, and it
Yeah.
would have been nasty if it hadn't.
with Freddie's hands. If he can get to it, it's going to get to that glove. Sure-handed Freddie Galvis.
Wasn't it unusual not to see the ball go right in his glove?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's short.
Well, he is going to stay in. It's an infield hit. There must have been so much spin on that too once it hit the ground, because it was hit so sharply by Span, who now has 6 hits in the series. So the leadoff batter's aboard, and here's Eduardo Nunez.
So Ben Lively gives up a hit in his first.
Well, maybe there's an omen to it. First few fastballs have been right where we thought they would be. 92 miles an hour. That's where he supposedly sits with his fastball. That one's hit sharply, caught by Maikel Franco, and they're going to double up Denard Span. Well, that'll ease the butterflies a little bit. 2 outs here in the first.
Isn't that close to what happened last night, though, Tom?
Yep.
Span leads off with a single, and then Nunez hit a double down the line past Franco last night on the first pitch fastball. Nunez thinking, I'm going to do the same thing. Franco ready this time, and on to Tommy Joseph at first base for the double play.
Denard Span thought the ball had bounced. The Giants thought so also. That's not anything they could challenge anyway.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Go back out on the field and create a pickle? All right, go. You start in the middle.
Right? Ball was hit so sharply that even if it wasn't one hopper, it was probably going to be a around the horn double play. Brandon Belt takes outside, 1-0. Belt last night was 1 for 5. And he lifts that one out towards shallow right center field. Saunders was playing fairly deep, but is able to come back and make the catch. Well, that turned out to be a rather easy top of the first inning for Ben Lively. 8 pitches, and his major league debut is underway as we go to the bottom of the first. And the Phils will get their first look this year against Johnny Cueto. Here's the Phillies lineup brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. So Odubel is back in the lineup batting second. That moves Howie Kendrick to the number 3 spot. Andrew Knapp also does the catching today. He'll bat 7th for the Phils instead of Cameron Rupp. And there's a method to the madness for that. Andrew Knapp caught Ben Lively 17 of his 19 games last year in AAA, and they'll face the veteran Johnny Cueto, who the Phillies hit around last year. They got 10 earned runs in 13 2/3, and really he has not fared well, Ben, against the Phillies during his career.
No, he has not. 1-4 with a career 5.37 ERA against the fighting Phils. He's a 5-pitch pitcher. He will throw them all. Phillies just have to make sure they swing at the ball and not the windup.
And he's a 5 windup guy too, right?
Yeah.
They have a few little different looks. There's one, a quick pitch.
That would throw me off as a catcher because I had a routine. I'd get my sign, I'd get my stance, and I'd do a little hand roll to get my hand in the proper position. If he does that quick slide step, you wouldn't have time to roll your hand or get your hand set.
I think he does it more than any other pitcher right now in the league, right?
Yes.
I don't understand why more pitchers don't.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It's the old Louis Tiant motion.
I agree with you, Michael, and I would always do it to a guy with a high leg kick, whether a batter with a high leg kick. Throw his timing off.
I always forget, Mike, that Ben pitched at one point. That ball's hit sharply, caught by Bell. Time now for our Nissan keys to the game. Ben, why don't you start us off?
Well, Ben Lively, take a deep breath and pitch to contact. Don't change what you did at AAA. Numbers down there throughout his minor league career have been great, so don't change just because they put a third deck on here.
Well, you're in the lineup again. They're going to keep putting you in there, especially if you're one of the Phillies' young prospects. So try to look at every day as a new day. Every day is a chance to learn something about yourself as a player. Keep an open mind. It's your best stuff out there every day. You know, it's just a game. Sometimes you get caught up in the negatives that you read and hear. Every day could be the beginning of something big in your career if you'll allow it.
Well, that certainly is something that Odubel Herrera should take heed with. Odubel did not play yesterday. He's been off for 3 games this week. 2 balls and no strikes. I don't know what he was doing there, but it's 3-0.
I think he didn't know what windup he was going to use in the middle of that thing. You know, he's like, what was like that? Quick pitch or step back or what?
I think he's chirping at Odubel. 3-1.
Yeah, you got quite a contest right here with this windup and Odubel's antics in the batter's box.
Odubel sends one in the air to center field. On the run is Span. The wind is going to knock it down today in that area. 2 outs. The Lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant is Kathy Arrigo of Philadelphia. Phillies hit a home run in today's ball game. Then Kathy will win $300. Now at McDonald's, an ice cold delicious soft drink is only $1. I'm loving it.
Good luck, Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy. Ben, I thought he hit that ball fairly well. If the wind wasn't knocking it down, it might have had a chance.
Here's Howie Kendrick, who hits one over Murph's head and into the seats.
Or if he hit it maybe a little bit more towards right field. Sounded good coming off.
Odubel's timing was good on that swing, or at least it was closer. 0-2 to Kendrick. Kendrick has hit in 6 straight games, every game since he's come back, and then even before he went on the DL. And he's down on 3 pitches. Johnny Cueto works a 1-2-3, bottom of the 1st inning. We'll move to the 2nd. Giants and the Phils scoreless here in South Philly. Auto insurance. Talk to an agent today or call 800-STATE-FARM. State Farm, here to help life go right. Well, a couple line drives in the first inning. One didn't go right for Ben Lively. The other one did. And Buster Posey is the hitter. Posey takes a curveball, and it's 1-1. Posey hitting .344, a .441 on base percentage this year. Most of the damage last night done by the Giants was done without Posey.
Exactly. Yeah. Watch that. He had him first 3 times up. I think he came up with ducks on the pond.
Yeah,
left him out there.
He had 2 strikeouts and a walk.
Got his knock though at the end of the game.
Seemed like everybody else did too. Just a bit outside, 2-2. Buster Posey lifetime batting average is .308. That's 4th best in the history of baseball among catchers, with Mickey Cochran leading the way at .320. Over toward third, off the glove of Maikel Franco. And a base runner for the Giants.
Another ball hit hard. Even though it was hooked, an outside curveball that was hooked to third base. Maikel probably would like to have that over again.
It has been scored a base hit.
Well, that's a tough hop, there's no question. It's definitely in between. Ball hit hard.
Is there anything he could have done differently there, Mike?
Caught it. Well, a lot of people would say get in front of it.
But you want to play that ball in the short hop like he was trying to.
Yeah, in the old days. So we played on AstroTurf here, so that would have been a much easier play on AstroTurf back in the day. But those fields are so perfect. He catches that, 9 out of 10 times.
The ball's 1 strike to Brandon Crawford. He was 1 for 3 last night with a couple of RBIs. And he's behind now, 0-2. They've knocked over some French fries down the left field line.
She's got a real camera, Tom.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
That ball hit her in the hand?
I think it may have hit her in the hand, yeah.
There's
That'll
a new
be
one.
A balk. So Posey will go to second base. I guess he just got his feet stuck or his foot stuck. I don't know.
Better to hold on to it than do something and get injured.
Oh, his heel caught the dirt as he was stretching his left leg out.
Oh, he got his first major league walk out of the way.
I was going to say that's another weird thing so far in this game.
Down the right field line out of play.
Puts the hitter in a just try to hit ball to the right side mode.
Lively has done a good job early on in this ball game working ahead of hitters.
Giants as a team hitting .240 with runners in scoring position. You see Crawford's numbers just .209 this year.
Well, he's turned himself into a great player, hasn't he, Crawford?
Excellent defender.
I mean, I remember when he first came up sitting 7th and 8th in the batting order, and then the next thing you know he's 3, 4, 5 hitter.
They have a lot of decisions to make as far as whether they think they're going to be in this race at some point this year and what they're going to do for the future. They're starting to bring a lot of kids up, but I still think they can build around him as far as infield defense goes.
I love that swing right there. See, that's what I'd like to see our hitters do more of. You just spoil the ball, rather than take so many close pitches with call third strikes. Anything close, so you just spoil it. But you can't spoil it with a home run swing. Only with a little choke and poke swing.
Popped him up. Knapp off with the mask. And out of play. Andrew Knapp flipped that mask back, and it got Nick Lentz, the home plate umpire. Well, there have been 6 pitches in this AB, and all 6 have been foul balls by Crawford.
Maybe you want to waste one here.
Bounce one.
Off the hands, softly to third. Franco will have only one play.
Now some good base running there.
Yeah, that was. I thought he was crazy when I saw him take off initially.
You're right. That we call it good because it worked. But the rule of thumb is if the ball's to your right on the ground, you stay. Maybe he heard the snap of the bat. I don't know, but
maybe he knew he could get past Michael before he gets to the baseball. That is some intelligent base running right there by Buster Posey.
Yeah, once he got a step past him, there was no way Franco could track him down, because Franco's not fleet of foot either.
That's amazing for a catcher, Ben.
Well, the Phillies have the infield in now for Panic. And he takes outside. It's 1-0.
It's just our baseball IQ coming through right there, Michael.
Got to trade it off every once in a while, Ben. Panic had an RBI last night. He had 2 hits and 6 at bats.
Developed a pattern for me now. Lively. Ball 1. The next pitch has been a breaking ball. He's trying to get the 1-0 pitch steadily throughout so far in the game has been a breaking ball. He's got strikes with a couple of breaking balls. Threw one there.
And another one popped foul. And 1 ball and 2 strikes. We mentioned he has the curve, which is his second best pitch, according to Dusty Wathan, his manager at Lehigh Valley. But he does have a slider, and he does have a changeup. It's been primarily fastballs, curveballs, though, right?
Mm-hmm. See, this is the problem where you have an offense that's been struggling to score runs. You have to play the infield in here in the 2nd inning. Now a little bleeder, looper over shortstop or second base. Take a look at this fastball here. It's just up in the zone. I think he wanted that in a little bit more. Family wanted that one.
Yeah, they were wishing it out there. And Panic is hit by the pitch.
Well, we got that one out of the way too. hit a batter.
Phils fans can't get in front of the TV for a game? No problem. Always stay connected to your team with the NBC Sports app. Download and live stream every CSN Phillies game on the go.
Well, this next hitter showed us last night he has no chance on a breaking ball. So let's see what happens here.
Totally agree with that.
Yes.
So if he can get ahead, or even just throw it from the beginning.
But you know, he's a hacker. He's going to move that bat. And there we go.
We mentioned that Andrew Knapp caught Ben Lively 17 times last year in AAA. I think that's part of the reason why he's out there today. 17 of his 19 starts in AAA last year. Andrew Knapp caught Ben Lively. And he had an excellent year. Between the 2 levels, 18-5 with a 2.69 earned run average. And that's why he was named the Paul Owens Award winner for the Phillies Pitcher of the Year in the minor leagues. Panic was leaning.
What I see that I like about Lively so far is he has that sort of like lead with his elbow when he throws his fastball, a la Dennis Eckersley back in the old days, and he gets low when he delivers it and rises when it's up in the strike zone. Another good breaking ball. You know what I mean, Ben? How sometimes he like creates a sort of a rising fastball. We're going to see his fastball here eventually. Maybe not to this hitter.
You figure he probably would throw him another breaking pitch. He might show him a different pitch, but then come back with a breaking pitch. Knapp setting up outside. Another breaking ball hit in the air to left field. Posey's going to tag. Kendrick is under it. Panic is tagging as well. The throw to the plate will be cut off by Franco. So a sac fly, and the Giants take a 1-0 lead.
Just way too good a pitch there, 0-2. That's a hanger that he's lucky he just got a sac fly out of it.
Well, things happen in baseball, but I'll tell you that's all due respect awful to let this guy, who's just pulling off the ball immensely on breaking balls. Ben, maybe it's a fear of bouncing one. I don't know. But, I mean, you snap off a real good one right there, and he's gone.
But you have to have faith in your catcher. You have to have faith that he's going to get down there and keep the ball in front of him no matter what.
You bust him in with a fastball and throw another breaking ball, I guarantee you he makes an out.
Slater last night, his major league debut, was 1 for 5 with an RBI. Curveball. And Howie Kendrick out and left is there. A run does score after an infield hit by Buster Posey. Middle of the second, Giants 1, Phillies nothing.
Afternoon at Citizens Bank Park as we head to the bottom of the second inning. And, well, when things aren't going right, guys, things aren't going right. The Phils get a little bit more injury news. They're going to be a little lighter in the back end of their bullpen for the next 10 days because Joaquin Benoit, well, he has a sprained left knee. He injured it yesterday, and he was out there trying to run on it this morning, and it just did not feel comfortable enough. So the team decided to put him on the disabled list. It is retroactive to yesterday. In his place, they have recalled Adam Morgan to help fill the void in the bullpen. And obviously, guys, the bullpen has been used an awful lot in the last couple of weeks, so they needed a little bit of extra length in there. Adam Morgan can provide that as well. So they'll be without Benoit for about a week and a half, which is a big loss in the back of the bullpen.
Yeah, because he had been pitching well. The Phillies hadn't been winning a whole lot of games, but he'd been pitching well. Neris has been pitching well. Swing and a miss by Tommy Joseph, 1-2. There was a thought that the Phillies would have to bring somebody up anyway, because last night Mark pitched again. Mark Leiter pitched again. He had pitched 3 times this week. Joely Rodriguez had pitched again. So they needed a long guy today. 2-2 to Tommy Joseph. Tommy was 0 for 4 in last night's ball game, hitting .291 in his last 26 games.
Good eye right there, but that was one of those pitches. Woo! He bangs you on that one. You know, what can you say?
Line drive back toward the middle. Panic was playing it perfectly.
He has been robbed in that spot, and that's why these guys are positioned exactly where they're positioned. But he has hit so many balls like that this season, and it goes down as a 4-3. Take a look at Panic right here. And this ball, I mean, it's a knock. Any other time, that ball's right up the middle. Exactly what you want to do with a pitch that's in, stay inside it enough. Didn't completely barrel, but he hit it hard enough to get a knock out of it. But that's why they have the scouting reports.
Well, they shift again. This time they move Crawford back toward the middle, where Panic was on the other side. Crawford is on the shortstop side, and now he's going to inch over a little bit more with Michael Saunders up. Saunders hitting .221 with 6 home runs.
And then what you were talking about, the shifting, it's one reason why offense, batting averages, offensive production in general is down now in baseball from what it was, 15, 20 years ago.
But it's also, I just see more hitters being one-dimensional.
True. But why not? I mean, it's crazy. If you have the computer spitting out patterns for hitters, you're crazy if you don't go with them.
But wouldn't you, as a hitter, want to? You look at the way they defend Buster Posey or Joe Mauer. Everyone's straight up because they use the entire field. He can't defend that.
Softly out toward left center, and Denard Span runs in. 2 outs. Maikel Franco is coming up, and tomorrow all fans 14 and under will receive the Maikel Franco batting gloves. Get your tickets by going to Phillies.com. It's sponsored by Tasty Cake. And the red and the Phillies blue with Franco's name on the wrists of those batting gloves. That is a cool giveaway. Couple good days today. The Avett Brothers are performing afterward, plus the youth baseball softball celebration as part of Major League Baseball's Play Ball initiative. Tomorrow the batting gloves being given out. Inside, 2-1.
Well, to me that would be the pitch he wants to smoke, wouldn't it?
I think that's one of the issues, is he's missed some of those pitches in recent weeks. There's a liner to left field, and that's going to be in for a base hit, going to the wall. Calixte gets to it quickly, but Franco will pull into second. He has a 2-out double.
Looked like a slider. He hit that well. Looked like a slider. He got a little up and over the middle of the plate. That's good hitting. There you see it. Boom, right down the middle of Broadway.
Nice to see Maikel keep his head down on it the way he did. Head right down on the barrel.
And the other thing too, just watching that replay, his front foot, although it was up to start, it landed flat. It didn't land, and he didn't make contact when it was up, so he didn't spin himself out, which is something they've been trying to get him to do a little bit more of as well. Andrew Knapp takes inside. First double for Franco since the 21st of May against the Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, for a guy like that, that's a long time. Balls hit sharply to the second baseman. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left in scoring position for the Phillies here in the bottom of the second. We'll move to the top of the third. Giants up 1-0. The fans trivia question. Log on to Phillies.com. Go to the fans section for all the information. Please submit your answer on the subject line. All right, guys, the question is, who are the only 3 catchers? We just need 3 to win a World Series and MVP award in the same season. 3. Answer will be revealed a little later on. Mike has 1. We would put a ding out there if we were doing a game show. Mike still has 1. Johnny Cueto takes outside, 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike.
We just came up with a lot of names, didn't we, Michael?
We sure did.
Well, of what we have, I'm sure we have them.
I will tell you that you do have a couple of them.
Ah.
Feel the wood burning over here.
Over to first base side, kicked by Tommy Joseph. No problem though, because Johnny Cueto was tying his shoes before he left the batter's box. 3-1 on the putout, 1 away.
Well, that really looks good to the fans.
It sure does, doesn't it? This is just.
That's why you don't want to be a manager.
That'll be $500, please.
What do you do? Ream out your starting pitcher for not hustling?
No, I just fine him. A $500 check to your favorite charity, please. At least give it. I mean, that wasn't even a 0.25% effort.
Denard Span takes a curveball and it's 0-1.
His weight did go a little toward their dugout when he hit that ball.
You think his momentum was taking him back?
Rigetti, you think he's saying anything to him?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's laughing a little bit.
That's because Dave never hit. I guess he did when he was with the Giants, but.
Let that be an example of the young kids out there watching right now how bad it looks when you don't hustle out a ball to first base.
Two balls and 1 strike to Span. Span reached on an infield hit. Off the hands, caught by Tommy Joseph. 2 outs. I know it's only 3 innings, guys. I don't know how you feel about. I think he's pitching inside well.
I agree.
Because we've talked about that a lot over the last several weeks about the working inside. He doesn't at all seem afraid to throw inside, and he's got command inside.
He did hit panic, which guys get hit. It's baseball. It does happen. Nice little slider right there. First pitch.
Oh, this guy got some hacks last night, didn't he?
He did. 3 RBIs in last night's ball game.
He was just falling over the plate on a couple of swings against Eichhoff last night.
He pulls it into left field, a base hit.
Wow, he lined that ball at Franco the first time up.
RBI Baseball 2017 returns with fast-paced, pick-up-and-play MLB action packed with all your favorite MLB teams, players, ballparks, and much more. Get RBI Baseball today for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and mobile devices. Learn more at RBIGame.com. Threaded belt flying out softly to right his first time up.
Ben, are those throwovers called by the dugout or just the catcher or the combination of the two?
Called by the dugout by Pete. Another hit batter.
I think it hit the bat.
Sounded like it did.
Yeah. It hit something, but I think it hit the bat. And that's what the home plate umpire, I guess, saw too. goes and then stops. Brandon Belt leads the Giants in extra base hits with 21. It's a team that is not offensively, and I know this is people in glass houses throwing stones, but offensively a sound team. That's been one of their major issues. We talked about that last night. Upstairs, 2-1.
If they played that shortstop and short left field when I hit, I'd have hit, my career average would have dropped 30 points.
In short left field?
Put the second baseman on shortstop, take that ground ball in the hole away from me.
2-2. See if you can get this last out here. Out towards shallow left field. Freddie Galvo, excuse me, Michael Franco over the shoulder makes the catch. That's a fine play to finish up the third inning. So used to Freddie being in this spot, but it's Michael Franco. Kept his eye on the ball. Giants lead one. We'll leave for the bottom of the third. You by your local Chevrolet dealers. Boy, a beautiful day for baseball here at Citizens Bank Park. Fans who come out today, they use their game ticket to stay and watch the Avett Brothers. They will perform after today's ball game. Ashburn Alley is pretty crowded, watching people walking around. Here's Freddie Galvis to lead it off. Galvis 0 for 3 last night. He is 1 for 9 lifetime against Johnny Cueto, who has not won against the Phillies since June of 2010. 1-4 in 11 games with an ERA of 5.5. Freddie Galvis now behind 1-2. Freddie loops it out to right center field. And Slater will give way to Span. There's the first out. Ben Lively will come up. Earlier today, Mike Milken, who we see each and every year around this time, around Father's Day, promoting prostate cancer awareness throughout the ceremonial first pitch. And as he does each and every year at this point, he joins us, and he's with Greg Murphy.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, we know Father's Day must be right around the corner because Mike Milken is here, and it's good to see you as always.
It's fantastic, and the Phillies are 14-7 in the previous 21 games we've been here.
Well, there you go. We might have to have you here more often.
That's what the management says. Got to be at every game.
Let's talk a little bit about why you're here. And you are on a whirlwind tour of baseball stadiums, as you are every year this time of the year. Your 412th time that you've arrived at a Major League Baseball game to talk about this?
During the Home Run Challenge, where people pledge money for home runs hit, this is my 412th game, and the best result has been that the death rates dropped by over 50%.
We're talking about prostate cancer and, the work that you guys have done. And Dr. Andrew von Aschenbach is also with us. We're gonna bring you into the conversation in 1 second. Let me ask you, Mike, as you travel around the country and you get the message out as part of the Home Run Challenge. Major League Baseball home runs, money, every home run hit between June 1st and June 18th, which is Father's Day, it gets a donation attached to it. It's all to fight cancer. This has been a passion of yours over the last, decade plus, and it's something that it's very near and dear to your heart.
Well, it's been a lifetime passion, and I would say to everyone, we now see the end of cancer as a cause of death. And there's 1.5 million men alive in the United States today since we started this home run cancer effort with Comcast and the Phillies.
It is amazing when you stop to think about the numbers and all the lives that are being saved. Dr. von Aschenbach, again, near and dear, obviously, to your heart. Now, he's a South Philly boy, a St. Joe's grad, and went on to great things in fighting cancer as a physician. You were
running the National Cancer Institute and the FDA.
Yeah, he's had a couple of big jobs, but you see the results from these programs, the money that is being dedicated to fighting cancer. It's making a real difference, is it not?
Absolutely. 22 years ago, when the prostate cancer home run challenge started, the prognosis for a man with prostate cancer was grim. Today, just the absolute opposite is true. We can tell men and their families out there, because of research, much of which has occurred here in Philadelphia at the great institutions here, we have now changed the face of prostate cancer. So you can look forward to surviving, not dying.
It's an amazing thought when you think about it. We've all been touched by it. We all know somebody in our family or friend that has been touched by it. Obviously, Mike, you were touched by it personally, and the fight is very real, but you're winning the fight now, and that's the most important.
The death rate from projected levels by the National Cancer Institute is down 80%, and actual numbers more than 50. But even more exciting today is we know if we can eliminate one of the forms of prostate cancer as a cause of death, we'll eliminate almost all colon cancer deaths. And so the mutations are similar across cancers. So when you're dealing with prostate cancer, you're also dealing with many other forms of cancer.
Absolutely. The research kind of crosses over from different forms of cancer. One last question before I let you guys go. But
we've had a lot of great nights here and days, but we don't see Howard here anymore, and a few of those guys that were hitting home runs for us.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to say, every time you see a home run, you're back in your hotel room and traveling around the country, you see a home run, it's got to make you feel great, right? No matter who hits it. I know you have your rooting interest, but no matter who hits it, right?
He has to realize that Philadelphia fans never give up, just like we'll never give up in this fight against cancer.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's true. And homerunchallenge.org, go Phillies.
Go Phillies, yeah, you got the right hat on and everything. How cool would it be right now, guys, if Odubel Herrera would just jack one out of this place and raise some money?
There's 16 million people alive in America today who've had cancer living normal lives, and that's what's really happened since we started this program. And I think the ability for hope for every single cancer patient is available today.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, for all the work that you do, for raising the awareness. We certainly do appreciate it.
Of that shirt.
Yeah, they love the tangerine shirt. We might have to grab 2 of them and send them down. It's going to become a cult shirt, I'm telling you right now. But we're going to get some light blue ones for Father's Day as well. Guys, we'll send it back to you in the booth.
All right, Murph, thank you. We appreciate Mike Milken joining us as well. And they may review this pickoff attempt at first base for Cesar Hernandez. In fact, they're going to. Let's take a look. Brandon Belt felt like he had him. He's got him there.
Yep.
I mean, his hand is not on the bag. He basically led him back to the bag with the tag.
The only guy that knows is the guy doing the tagging and the guy doing the sliding.
Watching it live, I did not think he got him, but that replay is pretty clear that he got him.
And it's weird that he tagged him on the back as opposed
Correct.
to tagging him on the hand. Usually a first baseman will swipe down at that lead hand.
It's the old left-handed first baseman.
That's it.
Well, this shouldn't take that long. Tom Hallion's already off the headphones, and he is out. Well, that's a shame. Cesar Hernandez is picked off at first, second time this year. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. Take another look at it. Brandon Belt, hand is on the back. The hand is not on the bag. We'll be back at the top of the 4th. A little color. Avery Neon shipping labels ensure all your shipping messages get noticed. Perfect for any priority message, and WB Mason delivers the same day when you order by 11:30. Local service, personalized. Who but WB Mason? We go to the top of the 4th inning, and the Phils trail at 1-0. Buster Posey leads it off, and he swings at the first pitch. Saunders out in right field, puts it away. Posey, by the way, is hitting 17 straight against the Phillies after his hit his first time up. Now Brandon Crawford.
It's a beautiful thing that for 1 pitch, 1 out.
Oh, I was surprised actually. Upstairs, 1-0 to Crawford. Ben Lively found out he was traded to the Phillies on New Year's Eve when he was in New Orleans with some buddies. He had just checked into the hotel as Tommy Joseph gets back to the first base bag, as Lively and Andrew Knapp weren't on the same page as far as who was going to get that one.
That was a nice play by Tommy. It's like he got the bag anyway, according to the umpire, but and also they got a little mix up right here.
And luckily no one got a spike on the foot or the hand. Could have been disastrous.
Catcher's ball?
I think so, because he has momentum going out towards it. But it was a nice play by Lively.
Chance for like a 4 or 5 pitch inning here. Not anymore, but maybe 6 or 7.
Still puts him in a good spot. That was his 50th pitch of the day. One and one.
That fastball may be 91, but that fastball's rising to like a 95, 96.
Well, and that's what Dusty Watson told me today. He said it is deceptive because of his action on it. Now you don't know until you see it live, you know, whether it was down, the downward action or the upward action. But we're seeing upward action.
It's a good plane.
A nice tight little slider too to back it up.
Back toward the middle. Freddie Galvis.
No need to do that, man.
A 1, 2, 3, 4th inning. 7 pitches for Ben Lively. Not too shabby in his major league debut. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Buy Jefferson Health. Call 800-JEFF-NOW or visit jefferson.edu. And buy your local Ford store. Check out every new Ford car, truck, and SUV crossover at buyfordnow.com. Center City is looking gorgeous today. This is as good a day as we've had to start the season with our erratic weather pattern that we've had. Odubel Herrera was up when Cesar Hernandez was thrown or was picked off of first.
It was very Seattle-esque this winter and into the start of spring.
It sure was.
A double turn there. This guy's got to have fun pitching. Not only is he trying to be deceptive with his pitches, trying to be deceptive with his body action.
And it's been successful. He's 40 games over 500 for his major league career. Opposite way, base hit for Odubel Herrera.
Useful.
And Herrera is on his way to second base. Not a bad sign when Michael Franco and Odubel Herrera both have doubles here today. That's 13 doubles now for Herrera.
I like that he's using the left side of that diamond. We talked about it last night, Tom. Seems like he's really gotten away from that, getting out and around baseballs, just using his hands there, smoking it down the left field line.
Yeah, you saw Odubel staring at the replay on Fanavision. Now look at that. That is a high pitch that you really have no chance of hitting unless you go down on it.
But he got rid of the leg kick. Watch this.
Watch this little down poke.
Okay, so he gets his feet set, and then just a little toe tap, boom.
You're exactly right. The double pump by the pitcher caused his foot to be stationary.
But that's what hitting is. It's adjustments. Pitch to pitch. That was pitch to pitch. Made the adjustment.
Kendrick struck out his first time up. Ideal spot for him as he rolls it to first. Cueto awkwardly makes the catch and the tag. But Kendrick gets the runner over to third.
Yeah, that's good hitting by Howie, moving the runner. Back to Herrera. Talked about this being a new day, every day a new day in our keys of the game. Learn something today. It might change the path of your career. Well, maybe Odubel learned something in that at-bat today. You should swing at every pitch like he swung at that high pitch.
With that sort of downward action.
Every pitch.
And hit with your hands.
Giants are playing the infield in. This is an indication that they are struggling to score runs, even though they had 10 last night, which was a season high for a ball game. Tommy Joseph takes inside.
So now if I'm a hitter right now, I am sitting on a slider. That was a fastball in, right? The first pitch. Sitting on a slider, staying in the middle of the field. Throws me a fastball, he breaks my bat.
Posey just put down a 5. Cueto shook 3 times. Posey put down a 5. Let's see what number 5 is.
There it is. Of course, that probably would have swung at that one.
I have to say that's his changeup.
I think it's a split or a circle change.
Change up there.
Yeah.
I'll throw this change up 21.6% of the time. Good one there, 2-0.
Throws it again. It's 3 straight changeups, and they throw behind Herrera. Cuzzy said that wouldn't have counted because time was already called. I guess because the ball was in the dirt. I don't know. And they needed to change the baseball.
It's kind of awkward here. It's just Posey goes down and blocks it. Home plate umpire says calls timeout.
Oh. Why would he call timeout? Is it because the ball was in the dirt?
The ball's in play. Guess he just called timeout to get a new ball.
Tommy late on a fastball. That's the 3rd strikeout for Cueto. We've got a brand new item to promote. Friday, August 11th, when the Mets are in town, all fans receive the Pete Rose Bobble figurine. Compliments of Toyota. Look at the hair. Part of Toyota Alumni Weekend festivities. To purchase tickets, go to Phillies.com/theme nights.
Really looks like it.
It really does
awesome.
look like him.
It's an awesome bobble. It's kind of the way he looked in 1980.
Yeah. He will be honored that weekend. He has a bobble this year. You have a bobble this year. You're wearing the old school powder blue in that bobblehead.
Have you ever had a bobble?
I have not.
Well, we got to do something about that.
Ben?
No.
Take a little bit of Pete Rose's hair for Ben's.
I had a Beanie Baby.
Oh, that's cool.
I had one of those.
We're in Seattle?
In San Diego.
Really?
Yeah.
We can do that. We can get that done. You make that great play in center field 2 years ago.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
Oh, that would be cool.
I'd keep it.
Probably sell out that night.
Yeah, I'm sure. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Hey, Johnny Cueto's tough to get a run in from third base with those 5 windups and 5 pitches.
I just don't know how a guy with his stuff, we always talk about stuff, has a 4.15 ERA.
Little Dubol's halfway to home plate down there at third base.
I just think guys that can throw any pitch in any count and throw it effectively. He's not just throwing it just to throw it. He has conviction in these pitches, but to have an ERA that's that high.
That's a good point.
I don't see it. That's one of the things that Bruce Bochy was talking to me about today, and how the starting rotation's kind of underachieved with the payroll that they have. They've really underachieved with the performances they're getting out of that starting rotation.
Including Cueto.
Correct.
Who has gone at least 6 innings in 9 of his 11 starts this year. Two balls, 2 strikes to Saunders. There's Ben's former manager, Bruce Bochy. Swing and a miss. Saunders down on strikes. 4 strikeouts for Cueto, including the last 2 with a runner at third base. He's chirping at Odubel. He's got a 1-0 lead as he strolls to the dugout for the top of the 5th. Show sponsored by Xfinity are scheduled for Thursday, July 6th against Pittsburgh and Friday, July 7th against San Diego. Best holiday fireworks show in the city. Get your tickets by going to Phillies.com or by just getting some information. Here's Collects-Day to face Ben Lively, who threw 7 pitches to get through the 4th inning. Not a bad spot on that 0-1. This guy has the only RBI on a sacrifice fly. Curveball. Nice play. Those long arms out there and reeled it in on a hop.
Well done.
Popped him up. Maybe that was the pitch that you wanted the last time he was up. 1 out. Austin Slater's coming up. Let's check in with Greg Murphy. Murph.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Well, we told you earlier in the week it's going to be a big weekend all around Major League Baseball because it's Play Ball Weekend, which is a great initiative by Major League Baseball to help celebrate youth baseball and softball league-wide and encourage participation not only in the organized sense but also in the very informal sense. Kids going out there and playing ball, and even the fanatic going out there playing ball. The shots you're seeing, the Urban Youth Academy for the Phillies had a youth clinic today to teach the basics of baseball and softball. Tomorrow here at the ballpark, the players will be wearing those T-shirts that you saw. They'll also have some patches on their uniforms, all to celebrate the great game that we all love. So it's Play Ball Weekend. And man, oh man, what a beautiful weekend to go out and play some ball, right?
Absolutely.
Right after this game's over.
Michael Franco throws out Slater. There are 2 outs, and all that took place right across the right down the block at FDR Park. You can go to playball.org for more information. Phillies have the beautiful fields at FDR that they now take care of.
They really are beautiful. I drive over that bridge every day, and Gerard Point Bridge, it is gorgeous.
I watched my son Tommy play the Carpenter Cup there. I mean, it's just fantastic.
That's coming up soon, right?
Carpenter Cup? Yep. Yeah, a lot of the state championships in New Jersey and Pennsylvania are winding down. The sectionals wound down yesterday in New Jersey. High school in my town, where my boys both played, Allentown, won their section yesterday. They beat Neptune. Congratulations to Brian Nice and the boys. 2-1. College seasons are winding down. In Division I, the regions are going on. Softball, the College World Series is going on.
That's a good fastball. I tell you, it's sure not 91. I don't know whether I believe that gun today.
It does seem like it's getting on these hitters.
I also don't understand why he's shooting for that outside corner with Cueto hitting.
It's 4 walks against the pitcher.
No. Sit down the middle and just
put the glove right in the middle of the plate and throw it. He doesn't want to hit anyway.
No.
Surely doesn't want to run.
That's the truth.
4 walks to the pitcher.
Well, I saw it yesterday.
Yesterday, Ty Block walked 3 times. It's the most a pitcher has been walked this year in Major League Baseball. Tyler Glasnow of Pittsburgh had been walked twice. Shelby Miller had been walked twice in a game. But yesterday it was 3 times for Block. No balls and 1 strike to Denard Span.
Did you ever imagine that Bruce Bochy might have rather had the pitcher make an out there?
So he's not on the bases running around?
So Span can lead off the next inning?
I wonder. I never knew whether managers would think that way.
Well, we're not far from where the manager just holds a sign up and says, we want him to be out. Right?
You think the
throw the flag
walk,
on the field.
The intentional walk has opened the door to something like that?
Yeah.
2 balls and 1 strike. Well, what you do know, though, is Cueto is not going to exert a whole lot of energy.
The only ball he can score on is a home run.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean to mention that, but
that ball slipped out of Lively's hand. It's now 3-1. Walks him. Back-to-back walks. Yeah, that puts runners on first and second. Well, last night the Phillies walked 10 batters. That wasn't the most in baseball this year, though. The Reds and the Giants have each walked 12 in a game. The Reds did so against St. Louis. The Giants did so against Cincinnati. And then there are 4 teams that walked 11 batters. Now the Rays did it, but they did it in a 15-inning game. But still, they walked 11 in a game. I can't imagine 12 walks in a game.
No.
Because last night it just seemed so abnormal to see that many walks, particularly 3 times to the pitcher.
It seemed like there were a lot more than 10.
It did.
But it was 10. But to have that many more.
The Phillies were fortunate, honestly, that the Giants didn't put 20 runs up, because the Giants left 17 runners on base.
Right. Ben Lively, who came into today's game this year with a 1.11 walks to hits per innings, the whip, now has hit a batter and walked 2.
Yeah, so he had 7 walks and 56 in the third. Different game down in the minors, but 7 walks and 56 in the third.
Got to watch your first pitch fastball here.
And he runs it outside, 1-0.
This guy is an early fastball hitter. He's already hit 2 rockets in this game. Getting a little tough to see up there now, Ben.
Yes.
You got the light stance and shadow in front of home plate. Shadows all over the batter's eye out in center field. Tell you, fans out there that are watching that, you can't imagine the difference in hitting than a clear, brisk night game with no shadows.
Down the left field line, that should hook foul, and just barely does. Runners go back.
The glare can be tough. You see Nunez wearing the sunglasses. Our backdrop in Seattle was so bright the sun would bounce off it. Brett Boone had the center field wall, batter's eye, painted 3 different colors one season.
Just to see if something would make a difference?
I would wear sunglasses to catch the first 3 innings of the ballgame when it was really sunny. To catch, and I knew it was coming.
Fly ball to right field. Denard Span's going to catch Cueto. Saunders makes the catch. No runs, no hits, 2 men left. Ben Lively is through 5. Now he needs the Phils to get some offense going. 1-0 Giants. Time now for the Citizens Bank Minor League Report. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the Phils. Visit citizensbank.com. Well, the Florida State League All-Star team will have a lot of threshers on them. Look at all those guys that are going to get a chance to play in the All-Star game, including South Jersey's own Jeff Singer, left-handed pitcher. Erlis Rodriguez, the right fielder. Jose Tavares, right-handed pitcher. Rodriguez replaced Zach Coppola, who was promoted to Reading. So Coppola is playing for the Reading Titans. Drew Stankiewicz, the second baseman, is also there. Congratulations to those guys. Always a thrill when you get a chance to play in an all-star game. Bottom half of the 5th inning, Cueto has thrown 59 pitches and will face Maikel Franco who has one of the 3 hits. He and Odubel have doubled. Opposite way. And that's not going to have enough legs on it. It's going to slice foul. 0-1. Two. I wonder if anybody's tracked how many different motions Cueto uses during a game.
Carl.
Because we've already seen 3 different ones just in this inning alone. He doubled up for the first time.
I tell you, that's a good pitch. He gives you that same motion on the fastball.
Amazing he's able to pick up his target that quickly after basically looking towards second base.
A little quick pitch. 5 strikeouts, 3 in a row for Cueto. And 1 away here in the 5th.
That's where the motion gets you, because you're swinging at his motion. He goes quickly, so you think you have to go quickly. You rush out the motion, you don't see the ball. Completely easier said than done. But you think he's going to go hard, you got to go hard. It's opposite.
It's our pitch cast presented by the local GMC dealers. Andrew Knapp grounded out his first time.
See a great example of pitching here, where we talk about the guy's got all hard stuff. You know, if a guy's throws a hard slider and a fastball, you know, 2-pitch pitcher. Looking at a pitcher right here that just poses a major problem for hitters. Different windups, great motion, screwball for the left-handers. There's the quick pitch to Franco. It's almost like a Fernando Valenzuela. Used to face Fernando, and you used to have to, the ball would hump up in front of home plate, and you didn't know whether it was going to come toward you or go away from you. That's the kind of screwball he had. How about Tug McGraw? Very similar.
Fernando, if you see him today, looks in even better shape today than when he was a pitcher. We see him when we're out in Los Angeles. He doesn't travel with the Dodgers all the time, but we see him when we're out in Los Angeles. He looks trim. It doesn't even look like he's aged at all.
It really doesn't.
Strike 3 call. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Cueto.
A late call there.
Yep, 6 strikeouts overall. Our local Tri-State GMC dealers pitch casts. What do you think?
We will see. Yeah, I hate to say it. I've done it. Well, 10,000. Well, I'm in the top 10, or just close to the top 10. A lot of them will call third strikes, but you got to spoil it.
No balls and 1 strike.
We hitters put that in the hands of the umpires a lot and get away with it, but after the fact, you look at me and say, you know, I got to spoil that pitch. Or hit it. All right, now here's a case of Freddie. He's 0-2, right? He swung at 2 pitches and fouled them off both. And just, you know, I don't want to bring up strikeout, you know, and I hope Freddie hits a rocket somewhere. But I mean, most strikeouts, increasing strikeouts, are because you don't hit your pitch early in the at bat, right? You know, you'll look back in almost every at bat you've had. when you strike out, you can find a pitch in that at bat that you should have hit in play. And you go, well, why did I swing so hard at that ball? Why did I try to hit that ball out?
Line drive, base hit into right field for Galvis. He'll have to hold up at first. Slater gets to it quickly.
And that's the two-strike hitting. You know, that's a nice little soft swing, protecting the plate with 2 strikes.
You needed that.
Do you feel like, both of you guys, do you feel like you're smarter now than you were when you even played?
I'll tell you what. Sitting up in this booth, looking down over this game, I am the smartest guy in the world. Right?
That's a good short swing there. Completely different than the first 2 swings. I agree, though, Mike.
It looks so easy up here, doesn't it?
It does.
But I mean, are there things that you've learned now that you wish you knew even as a player? I mean, Mike, you're a Hall of Famer. Ben, you're a Hall of Famer in our hearts.
Thanks, Tom.
But I mean, are there things now that you wish you knew then?
Yeah. 100%. It would be one to trust myself more, trust my hands more, not felt like I always had to rush out and get the baseball. And I would tell myself even when I played, but now it's even more so. You see these guys last night, for instance, 17 ground balls because they're going out to get the ball instead of letting it go, letting that pitch travel.
1-2 to Lively.
I know a lot more about hitting now than I knew when I played, and I knew a lot when I played. Knowing what I know now, if I could go back and do it all over again, I would have used a lot of my fundamentals then, but I would have added a couple of things based on what I know now that I didn't have in my repertoire.
Do you think it would have taken away from your home runs, or do you think you would hit more home runs?
I hit out around the ball way too much when I played. In other words, I was a top end dominant hitter that hooked a lot of balls, and I got away with it a lot, but knowing what I know now about staying inside the ball, I would have incorporated that into my low. Look at that.
Ben Lively's first major league hit is a rocket right through the middle.
Good swing.
First hit was a line drive. Put that in your scrapbook.
A big moment. He's getting to get all the first out of the way. His first big league performance. Tight little swing there. I know getting a strikeout is fun, but I can't tell me the little leaguer in Ben Lively right now isn't pleased his punch. He just got a big league knock
or
Johnny Cueto.
Or his family. Well, he does have a professional home run that came back in single A in 2014 against James Nygren.
I would agree with getting back to that point though about staying inside the baseball, not trying to always juice the ball to your pull side.
Not too late, Ben.
Yes, it is.
No balls, 1 strike to Cesar.
And conversely, I will say being behind the plate, when the good hitters, like the really, really good hitters, when they got that pitch, they didn't miss it. They did not. And I talked with Murph about this. When
another really good hitter.
Do you ever see like a really good hitter swing and foul ball off and go, like make that face like, why didn't I hit that? You never see the really good hitters do it because they don't miss that pitch. Barry Bonds got 1 good pitch a game to hit, and he didn't miss it.
Check swing. A strike called by the home plate umpire, Nick Lentz.
Remember in St. Louis when, take a look at this pitch here. Just at the bottom there.
And Cesar goes down on strikes. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Cueto. 7 strikeouts overall. Phillies get another one in scoring position, but cannot push the run across the plate. Blue Cross Philly of the week is continuing to pound the ball at the plate and produce offense for Pete Buchanan's lineup. Tommy's production in the month of May keeps on growing with a career best in RBIs during a month. Also reaching a career best in home runs for the month. The revival of his power swing has been a welcomed addition. Joseph has brought the consistency, brought the power, and finally added walk-off to his resume. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Now the Phillies need somebody like Tommy Josephs to step up here today. They are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, 10 for their last 70, and they've gone scoreless in 16 consecutive innings. It's been one of those runs, as we've talked about, that's included today, where they've managed 5 hits, but have not been able to manage anything against Johnny Cueto. So top of the 6th, Brandon Belt, Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford. Against Lively, who's been good today. His pitch count is very manageable. Dusty Wathan told me today, and I would hope that all pitchers are like this, but he said in particular Lively, he just doesn't want to come out of a game. He wants to be in, even if he's scuffling a little bit, he wants to be in there trying to figure it out. And he's trying to figure out his command here, because he's behind 3-0 to Belt.
Got away from him a little bit towards the end of the last inning. A couple walks. 3-0 here to Belt, now 3-1.
Posey on deck.
Notice Posey went to glasses. Well, there must be something about those when the vision's bad.
Ball 4.
Don't like that pitch, do you, Ben?
No. No.
Like.
Well, earlier today they were setting up the stage for a little sound check with the Avett Brothers. We got a chance to listen to some of it today. And the fans here at the ballpark will get a chance to see the Avett Brothers after today's game. It's going to be a great concert. Greg Murphy is standing by. Murph?
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, there's absolutely a buzz in the ballpark today, and I think a lot of it does have to do with 2 of the gentlemen that are next to me. Say hello to Bob Crawford and Scott Avett, who are part of the Avett Brothers, obviously. And well, Bob, I'll start with you because we were just talking about it's kind of exciting for the fans. So many fans coming out, not just to watch a ball game, but to see you guys perform. That's got to be exciting for you guys. I'm sure you're looking forward to this performance tonight.
This is one of the days that, I mean, every day you can't believe we get to do what we do. I mean, we get to really, like, we are living out a dream every day, and just days like this, a perfect day at the baseball stadium, getting to see your favorite team play, and then getting to play after the game. It's amazing.
It is amazing. And Scott, so much of your life is surrounded by music, and the success that you guys have had is really, it's remarkable. The three Grammy nominations, and you get a chance to play in front of fans who just absolutely love what you do. Talk about the experience that's like as you get ready to play tonight in front of the fans in Philadelphia. I mean, again, it's got to be exciting to just know that so many people are here to listen to your music and your art.
Sure, it's all about the fans, period. The people that come out and support us on a nightly basis, that the communion of that, to see that tenfold at a baseball field at the ballpark, and to get to share in the Phillies fandom, the people that come out and support them, and we get to dip in and say hello to them. Some folks that have never seen us or heard us. It's amazing. It's a great exchange. It really is.
Well, Scott, tell us, for the people that maybe haven't heard a whole lot of your music, what can they expect tonight? Because it's really hard to classify you guys, I would say. Folk rock we hear about, but I think it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're American music. That's where we we draw from well, all sorts of music all over the world, but for the most part, we're here to represent our take on American music, and that's written from our lives. We exploit the heck out of our personal lives and our own American experience. And what more than the ballpark? What better American example is there than the ballpark? So it's that type of music in the right place today.
That's the best kind of music, the exploiting of your life music. Absolutely. Bob, you know, it's even maybe a little bit more special for you because you're a guy that grew up in South Jersey. You grew up a Phillies fan, and you've had a chance to meet some of the guys that you watched play as a kid today. So coming back to Philadelphia, and this isn't the first time you guys have played here. You played here last year as well. But coming back to Philadelphia, it's a little bit of a homecoming for you.
You got to pinch yourself, right? You know, this can't be real. I met Juan Samuel today and Larry Bow, and it just, you know, I feel very blessed, very, very, very lucky to be able to do what I do for a living with the people I get to do it with, and to kind of live childhood dreams all the time.
You want to say hi to Mike Schmidt?
Hey, Schmitty, I'm going to come see you in a little bit.
Come on up.
Absolutely. He said, come on up.
Bring your guitar.
It's pretty good today.
Yeah,
we look good today.
We do look good today. All right, Scott, one final question to you. You get ready. What's next for you guys after you finish up here in Philadelphia? You know, folks are going to want to know. Where can we see you guys again?
Sure. Funny thing is now we head down to Atlanta for a 3-night stay at the Fox Theater. We're touring all summer, all over the country. We're headed back out west. After the Atlanta trip, we're going to Midwest to Indiana. So come out and see us. We love seeing people. We love playing for people. Thank you.
All right, you got it. Guys, thanks so much for your time. All the best tonight. Break a leg, and we look forward to it. It's been highly anticipated over the past couple months. We're looking forward to it tonight. Guys, we'll send it back upstairs to you, and we're going to come visit you, Mike.
All right, that sounds good. I answered for you, Mike.
Oh, it's all right.
1 ball and no strikes to Crawford. Lively got that double play ball off the bat of Posey.
After a 3-0 count,
Yep.
he battled back and induced that ground ball to the second leading hitter in baseball in the National League.
And that's a fine play by Cesar Hernandez, who takes the 1-hop, does a pirouette, and then throws to first in time to get Crawford. Turned out to be an excellent inning for Ben Lively, thanks to his defense, spearheaded by Cesar Hernandez. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies down 1-0. Is brought to you by WB Mason. Who but WB Mason for fast free delivery? Nobody does it better. And by Toyota. Find your favorite model today. Toyota. Let's go places. Bottom of the 6th inning. It's 1-0 Giants. Johnny Cueto continues as Odubel Herrera will lead it off. Phillies have gone 16 consecutive innings without a run, but they're only down 1-0. Their pitchers kept them in it, and their defense too. Odubel doubled his last time up. Oh, 2.
What a pitch, I'm telling you. And
yeah, he's pitching today, isn't he?
it's like a little screwball. It's actually a changeup. But look at it move away and down from the hitter. It's also in the strike zone.
Just has very good finish on his pitches today.
Odubel punches it to left. And 1 out here in the 6th. Time now for the Jeep Stump the Fans Trivia Quiz answer. All right, guys, here we go. Who are the only 3 catchers to win a World Series and MVP award in the same season?
I'll throw out a Yogi Berra for starters and let Ben, he picked the other 2.
Yogi Berra is correct, back in 1951.
I went with Buster Posey.
Yep.
It was obviously the Giants catcher, and Roy Campanella.
Campanella back in 1955 and Posey in 2012. Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of the Phillies prize pack.
He helped me out tremendously because I had Thurman Munson down there, and he said that.
Thurman Munson.
That's a good one.
I figured, yeah.
Well, I knew that Campy had, I think he's a 2 MVP guy, right? National League 2 MVP guy, so that kind of put me on him. Yogi's an MVP.
You
2 MVP catcher.
You threw bench down too, which I thought, right? Didn't you? One of you guys throw bench down?
No, Ben did.
I did.
It was a possibility. But then again, we're playing against the Giants.
That's it, Mike. You got this now. You're deducing.
Deducing.
I told somebody the story.
8 strikeouts for Cueto.
I told somebody the story the other day about how as I'm getting older, things go right over my head with the Negro things. The 2 brothers, the 2 people that won 21 games, and you guys are keep talking about how's your knuckleball and how'd you hit against them? We're playing the Braves, probably, right?
I think we were playing the Braves. 2 outs, and here's Tommy Joseph, who's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and he is struck out. Johnny Cueto has scattered 5 hits today.
Yeah, see, I can't imagine him throwing a fastball when he's behind in the count right now to anybody that can hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Really no need. See, that time Tommy laid off.
That's a ball. You got to give Tommy credit there, but I don't know how you lay off that. That was a great pitch.
But it was a changeup, wasn't it?
It was a slider. You see it again here.
With a little different delivery.
So the batter just goes, oh, okay, you got me with that motion. I'm just going to let you throw this pitch. I'll get you later.
Tommy breaks his bat and it hits it foul, and it remains 2-2. Cueto with 8 strikeouts today. It's now 3 straight games where he struck out 8 in a game.
What about the location of that fastball?
Really, the only thing Tommy could do with it is yank it foul. Hard to keep that one fair.
Back out. Nope.
Ball's pulled deep to left field. Fair. It's gone. It is a fair ball home run. Onto the concourse in left field. Tommy Joseph has just tied this ball game up. His 9th homer of the year.
I think it's read the writing on the wall how Johnny Cueto was trying to get Tommy Joseph out He was going to go soft. Tommy goes out there with him. On our screen says 86.6 mile-an-hour cutter. I think it was just a slider that kind of backed up on Johnny. Tommy keeps it fair and launches it way out of here.
7th pitch of the at-bat.
Well, that might have been a fastball, Ben, because it didn't break away from Tommy, but laying off the pitch early in that bat's what was the key to that.
Estimated distance 444 feet.
444.
Yep.
Made on the concourse down there.
Yeah, that was a shot. It just needed to be fair. That was it. Saunders fouls it away. It's 0-2. It also made a winner of Kathy Arrigo of Philadelphia in a McDonald's home run jackpot.
Way to go, Kathy.
Cueto was just hoping it was going to go foul. 0-2 pitch to Saunders.
I don't know how close that was, but in the bad vision now of the batters, you know, sometimes you don't see the ball that well and you go down. I'm not. I mean, it's up and in.
I think you're right, though. You get a little jumpy. Foul back again. So the count remains 1-2 to Saunders, who is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout.
It's a good take right there. That's it. Fastball motion jumping at you and just taking something off. A little screwball action. It's a good take. Another one. That's the kind of way you got to face him, man. You got to just stand in there nice and soft and short and just identify the ball. You go aggressive at this guy, you don't have a chance.
Another foul ball. This one heading toward the Hall of Fame club. And it remains 3-2.
I see that picture of Tommy Joseph last night. I pull out of the parking garage and yelling, Tommy, Tommy,
Safely,
Tommy,
right?
Tommy. I make a right, get up to the light. This kid ran all the way down the light, puts the window down. He goes, Tommy, can you sign this? I said, sorry, buddy, I'm not Tommy. And he goes, oh. He looked so dejected. It was like,
I know that
oh,
kid.
you're not.
But you look a lot like him.
No, but the kid looked like he just lost his best friend. He said, oh, sorry, buddy.
Did you tell him you can get a Ben Davis autograph though?
No.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Poor kid.
What do you tell him? Is I don't sign when I'm in my car.
I don't sign when I'm not the guy you're looking for. He had 2 big prints of Tommy's face.
Good at bat here by Saunders. There's that spoiled close pitch swing right there. It's a good battle right here. The little up and in pitch to him, I think, got him fired up.
25 pitches in the 5th, 23 here. This will be number 24. Got him. 9 strikeouts for Cueto as Saunders strikes out, but Tommy Joseph ties it up. We're even at 1 as we go to the 7th inning. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda dealers game summary. The Giants scored a run in the second inning on a sac fly. The Phillies scored their run in the sixth inning on the home run by Tommy Joseph. Ben Lively is about to begin the seventh inning for the Phils in his major league debut, and he delivers a strike to Joe Panik. How about that? A Phillies pitcher about to begin the seventh inning. And Panik swings and fouls it away. It's 0-2.
Still getting ahead of hitters, which you love to see.
Well, 91 pitches for Lively. Phillies have had only 2 starting pitchers pick up a victory since the 1st of May. Velasquez on the 1st, and then Hellickson on the 19th. As that ball is punched by Panik through the middle, a base hit. A leadoff single. Time now for our cold hard fact, brought to you by Coors Light. Ben Lively is the 9th different Phillies starting pitcher to make a major league debut since the 2015 season. The Reds are the only team to have more. They have 13. From 08 to 14, the Phillies had only 5 starting pitchers make their debuts. Well, it's the changing times. Ball's popped up out towards Cesar Hernandez.
Really surprised he wasn't bunting right there.
I thought the same thing.
He got another curveball.
Well, between innings, dreams do come true. It's pretty cool.
Who's that white-haired guy? Oh, those I'm not sure. I guess they're Avett Brothers.
Well, Bob Crawford is part of the Avett Brothers, and that's his buddy, who's a pediatrician, who is from his hometown, who came up to watch him play.
Well, forgive me for not having, being a fan of theirs.
Yeah.
I'm a little old for them.
They
obviously,
would bring you onto the.
Well, no, I will go listen to them when I get back to the hotel tonight, and but they're not brothers.
2 of them are.
There 2 of them are the 2 Avett Brothers, but Bob is part of the band. Bob Crawford. Big part of the band. But he has, what did he tell us? He had 17 friends and family who are here to watch the game and also watch the concert, which will take place afterward.
Well, what a night they have for that. Ooh, what a beautiful night.
Well, and they should be proud of themselves, too, because, the baseball brought them out, but there are a lot of other fans that came out to watch the Phillies and the Avett Brothers here tonight. 0-1 to Slater. Curveball just a bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I always say one of the most unique aspects of this ballpark is Ashburn Alley and how the people stand on the fencing out there and just watch the ball games every game. It's just a great gathering spot.
Yep. Product on the field hasn't been what everybody had hoped it would be the last several years, but it is still a great place to watch a game.
Those last 2 breaking balls really didn't have much bite on them, Ben. He started them both at the hitter. The hitter didn't budge, and they just kind of backed up inside. Well, that's 96 pitch. Fastball is pretty good, but
Shame he got in that 5th inning there where he walked Cueto and then walked Span, ended up having to throw additional 9 extra pitches. You're right, that ball's got some giddy up at 90.
Yeah, some rise.
2-2. Bouncer back towards second. That should be 2. There's 1 and 2. 7 innings for Ben Lively for his major league debut. He's done a heck of a job. Time to stretch and maybe get him some runs to put him in line for a victory when we come back. Turning point. Johnny Cueto was on cruise control until Tommy Joseph's 7-pitch at bat.
That 3-2 slider just really kind of backed up on him, and Tommy Joseph, how far ago? 440 what?
444.
444 feet later. As your Toyota turning point ties it up 1-1.
Hopefully there's another turning point that will lead the Phils to a victory.
So 444.
Yeah.
If it's 334 right down the line, that means that ball went 110 feet over that fence.
Estimated. Yeah. Well, we lose it. We lost it when it went past the Amorosa sign.
It'd be back by the statue.
Yes, exactly. I think it did go back by there because it went over the head of everybody.
Did they count a roll?
No, but that would be cool. Here's Franco. And Franco hits it through the hole on the left side. Michael has 2 hits. Well, that's a good sign.
All right, let's get a run here. Get Ben his first major league victory.
Well, he was getting handshakes in the dugout. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, no strikeouts.
Welcome to the big leagues. May you never leave.
Yeah.
Heck of a job.
And you have the same success. Well, Pete McCann and Bob McClure, they needed something like this today. Think about the lack of starting pitchers that have gone 7 innings this year. The Phillies have not done it consistently. Andrew Knapp is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and he's struck out. And he lines that one foul.
Nice little approach right there. Identify, stay inside, don't try to pull.
Neshek was warming down low. Strickland is warming up top. Back toward the middle, another base hit. Franco to second base. Will he go to third? He's going to try. Denard Span's throw to third is not in time.
Very efficient round around second base. No hesitation whatsoever. He knows Denard Span doesn't have the best arm anymore. He takes advantage of it. Head first slide. It was a good throw. Not a whole lot behind it by Span, but he makes it in there.
Well, that's one thing you have to know. With no outs, you have to know you can make it to third base.
A flat swing right there by Andrew. Now that
he
in the zone for a while.
Maybe a little delay, but knowing the Span doesn't have a great arm, he made it.
He did.
Well, Johnny Cueto's day is done. He was good today. He struck out 9, but he's responsible for the 2 runners on base. And Bruce Bochy's decided to go to a new pitcher. Hunter Strickland is set to enter the game when we come back here in the bottom of the 7th. SFN's podcasts. Keep up with every offseason move the Eagles make with Quick Slants, or get insider info on the Phils with the Krugcast and At the Yard. Subscribe now on Apple, Google Play, or csnphilly.com. Hunter Strickland into the ballgame for the first time since he was involved in the altercation with Bryce Harper. This was Monday, where he hit Harper right smack dab on the hip, and then fists went flying.
Not a whole lot landed in this one. The biggest collision was Samardzija and Michael Morse. Right there, the two of those guys collided.
And their teammates.
And their teammates. Two of the biggest guys on the team.
Well, Strickland is waiting to see if his suspension, which is 6 games, will be chipped away by Major League Baseball. He's appealed it. The infield is in, and Galvis loops it into left field. A base hit. Franco will score, and the Phillies have the lead here in the 7th inning.
How nice is that? See, that's a little nice short swing, just putting the ball in play, line drive to left field. Nice little rally going here. Got to talk about Knapp getting that base hit up the middle last inning.
It's nice to see the Phillies stringing hits together. I can find a shorter swing than that right there. It didn't look like Freddie was going to stay in this ball game after the first batter of the game. Ends up with a double, now the go-ahead single. Hopefully this holds up. Love that hit right there by Freddie. Love the swing.
Daniel Nava will pinch hit. He pinch hit last night. He was 0 for 1. And he bunts foul. I think he's a little frustrated with himself. There's Ben Lively, who Nava is pinch hitting for. Seven innings, 4 hits, a run, 3 walks, no strikeouts for Lively in his Major League debut.
Again, an outstanding job.
Well, they needed it too, considering how short the starters have gone for one reason or another, including Eichhoff last night.
This is no easy task right here to bunt off a guy throwing 96, 99.
I think you might question. I mean, I'm always the guy that loves to move the runners up, get somebody on third with, with 1 out. Now you got to make contact and get him in. 2-run leads, much different than a 1-run lead. I hate to waste Daniel Nava. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean waste him, but I hate to put him up there in a bunt situation.
No, you would do it if you put somebody else up.
Well,
or you want him to swing away overall.
You have the lead already, right? It's not like trying to get the lead. You have the lead. I don't know, just too good of a hitter, right pitcher or right-handed pitcher on left-handed hitter.
And he swings, hits it down the right field line, foul. Everybody was creeping around.
So the theory is we'll try to bunt twice on 2 pitches and then turn him loose.
Element of surprise, Michael.
Well, maybe they figure he's bunting again, so they give him another fastball.
Strickland does throw a lot of heaters.
Well, that's a mean look on that pitcher's face, isn't it?
Spins that one out toward left center field. Knapp is tagging at second. Denard Span. The throw goes back towards second.
Smart play.
I wonder if he'd have thrown it to second if he'd gone to third. I mean, it looked like he was throwing it to second, not to throw behind Knapp,
but to keep the double play in order.
Yeah.
That wasn't sure if he saw that Knapp put the brakes on in the corner of his eye and then turned back. Cesar Hernandez is 1 for 3. Let's see if the Phils can put their foot on the pedal here a little bit.
Getting in the old 96 range there. Prototype reliever, beard, 6'5", nasty look on your face, and 96.
Over to third base, hit it to left field. Knapp's to third. They'll hold him up there. And now the bases are loaded. Truly all Juan Samuel could do. Cesar now has 4 hits in the series. And they leave him loaded for Odubel Herrera. Here comes Dave Righetti. He'll meet Posey and Strickland back on the mound.
I like the approach by these hitters right now. Franco did get a base hit to his pull side between short and third base, but then you go Knapp up the middle. You go Freddie the other way, Cesar the other way.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, Edinson Volquez is a no-hitter through 7 for the Miami Marlins. They lead the Diamondbacks 1-0. That game's now in the top of the 8th inning. Saw Edinson Volquez the other day. Dave Righetti knows what that feeling's like. He threw a no-hitter against the Boston Red Sox. Volquez has only thrown 76 pitches through 7. That's pretty good. All right, so here we go with Odubel Herrera. Odubel is 1 for 3 today. Giants play the infield halfway. He was geared up for that fastball, I think.
That's a good slider there by Strickland.
Let's just keep the short and sweet swings going here now. We've got 4 hits in this inning, all on nice short compact line drive swings. We don't need to pick them all up with one swing.
In the air to right center field. That's well hit. Span going back. It is a one-hop toward the base of the wall. This is going to clear the bases. Cesar Hernandez sprinting right behind Galvis and Knapp. A 3-run double for El Torito. It's 5-1 Phils.
But we did pick them all up with one swing. Not a home run, but a long double to center field. That's good to see. Gentlemen, this is a rally.
He fooled him with the first pitch slider. Does not fool Odubel with the second pitch slider. Pitches really similar spots. It's a good swing here.
I think Odubel thought it was out of here.
I think he did too.
Who gave you that impression, Michael?
He did his little dance at home plate.
Well, now Howie Kendrick with 1 man down.
Like filling in all these boxes.
It's been a while since we've done it for the good guys.
I realize that ball's going to get down. I got to get on my horse. Coast into second base.
Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and 1 strike to Kendrick. That was the 9th hit by a left-hander against Strickland. Make it the 10th hit against Strickland as a left-hander. Lefties are hitting well over 300 against him, despite the fact his earned run average was so low. Two balls, 2 strikes to Howie Kendrick. Swing and a miss. Got it with a slider. So 2 away. And Tommy Joseph, who tied this game up with a home run in the 6th inning, will be the hitter. Phillies with 11 hits here this afternoon. Here's Tommy, his home run of the 6th inning.
So they changed it. It went from 444 feet to 447 feet.
That's right.
Add those 3 feet on there.
Maybe they did count the roll. Outside, 2-0.
Well, here comes a fastball to swing at. 2-0. Guy throws 96. This is mano y mano here.
He challenged Kendrick with a 2-0 heater.
Fly ball right field. And the out is recorded. The Phillies send 8 men to the plate. It begins with a base hit by Franco. Then Knapp sends him to third. Galvis breaks the tie. After that, it's Odubel with a 3-run double to right center field. And the Phils have a 5-1 lead as we go to the 8th inning. Take a look at our State Farm combo. State Farm here to help life go right. Well, last night it was Ty Block for the Giants, who pitched a complete game shutout, the rookie. And today it's Benton Lively, the rookie for the Phils, who goes 7 innings, allows 4 hits and 1 earned run. And he is on the winning side right now of this ball game. He was effective here today. Also got his first major league hit. There is Lively, who becomes the first Phillies rookie pitcher to go 7 or more innings in his major league debut since Gavin Floyd did it back in 2004. Pat Neshek will start it off out of the bullpen for the Phils. And he delivers a strike. Neshek's been excellent for the Phillies this year.
Think about how hard this must have been for Ben Lively to actually make his debut today after getting called up twice, 2 different times, not pitching. Thinking that phone could ring any time for me. It didn't. Has to go back down a couple times. Finally comes back, and then he finally gets into a big league game.
Yeah, the last 2 times he came up, his family wasn't here.
Right.
Because they didn't know if he was going to pitch. This time they're here. 1-2. Talking to tomorrow's starter, Jeremy Hellickson. His family's checking in with everybody just to let them know what's going on. Off the first base line, Tommy Joseph on the run, and he can't get there. Ball just wasn't hit high enough. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer. Visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by McDonald's. Now at McDonald's, an ice cold delicious soft drink is only $1. I'm loving it. One-two pitch coming to Tomlinson as he fouls it back. Brian Morris warming up. Tomlinson hitting for Strickland. Kelby Tomlinson came in to play shortstop last night at the end. Oh, that ball had some wicked movement on it.
Imagine facing him righty on righty in this bad vision time of day. This is batting practice time of day. Whew. Shadows everywhere. Look at that.
Yeah, right down the middle, a little sunshine sprinkled in. He got him. 84 miles an hour. First strikeout of the day of a Giants batter. An update from Miami. Edinson Volquez is through 8 with a no-hitter.
And still no wins, right?
Center fielder Denard Span.
Well, he won against the Phils the other day.
Oh, okay. He had no wins going into that
That's
game.
right. It's a heck of a week for him.
Whew.
Yeah, I had to check just to make sure he has 6 innings, 1 earned run. He's thrown only 86 pitches today. Hey, and he's doing it against a legit offensive lineup too. Diamondbacks can hit.
Yes, he can.
Denard Span is 1 for 2.
Might get a smile out of Pete McCannon if we keep that camera on him.
93. I think that's the highest velocity we've seen Neshek at this year.
Every time the Phillies pitchers retire the opposition 1-2-3, which Ben Lively did in the 4th inning. Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. outside. Again, the 1-2 pitch. Little tapper foul.
I don't know if Bernard Span has swung and missed a pitch yet in this series. I mean, swing and a miss.
Yeah.
He got a piece of every pitch he swung on.
And has been on base 7 times in this series.
Unique batting style. He's locked in, Ben.
Seen it well. What happens when your batting average jumps 33 points over the course of one game?
Got him finally.
Hey,
There we go.
Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Neshek.
Back to that, supposed to be a backdoor slider, ends up kind of in the middle of the plate. I think the speed is what got Denard Span, not so much the location of the pitch. Span well out in front. See him just flailing at the ball.
Eduardo Nunez is 1 hit and 3 at bats so far today. By the way, Miami's gotten another run in their half of the 8th inning, so now the lead against Arizona is 2-0 for Volquez, at least 2-0. Oh, and 2 to Nunez. Brought him to his knees.
What Neshek is a quirky dude out there.
He is.
Full of energy.
I don't think anything in that uniform is comfortable for him.
And now the 0-2 pitch. Fights it off foul. Yeah, something's always moving. His fingers are moving. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. He got all 3 here in the 8th inning. That is as good an inning as you will find out of the Phillies bullpen. Neshek has been fantastic this year. The first one was a swing and a miss by Tomlinson. He fouled a couple off. And then after that Span, he was a tough battle. They finally got him. And then finally, Nunez lets that 2-seamer run right back over the outside part of the plate. Time now for a Hyundai defensive play of the game. This is how you used to do it, Michael?
No, we never had shifts back then, but you are out on an island there. You're playing shortstop, actually. You're like a receiver going for a touchdown pass. Watch the ball into the glove, which I'm not sure he did, but it ended up in that glove. And that's your Hyundai defensive plays of the game, brought to you by your Delaware Valley local Hyundai dealers.
Now the Phillies now with a 5-1 lead. Maikel Franco has 2 hits and that play this afternoon. It'll be Michael Saunders to lead it off against Brian Morris. Morris a 4.61 earned run average. This is his 13th game. We first saw him when he was with the Marlins. He was also with the Pirates. Inside 2-0. Hector Neris is warming up in the bullpen. This isn't a save situation, but Pete's thinking, I got to get a win.
They got the microphone out there
popping. Pretty good sink on that pitch. 2-1. Phillies with 11 hits today. It's the first time they've had this many hits since May 11th against the Seattle Mariners. 5 runs today. They only had 5 in the previous 4 games.
Saunders has his share of foul balls tonight, hasn't he? Man, he's seen a lot of pitches today.
Lays off 3-2. 95 right down in the zone. Maikel Franco. Boy, you hope the 2 hits today will lead to something, like you said in the open, Mike, that every day you're out on the ball field, it might lead to something great, might start something great. There's ball 4. Runner at first base. Maikel Franco's coming up. Let's check in with Greg Murphy. Murph.
All right, thank you, Tom. Time for our unlimited baseball break presented by T-Mobile. New York Yankees, well, they had a pretty good day today, pretty good 8th inning against the Blue Jays. They were leading 3-0 at the time in the 8th inning when Brett Gardner homered. Now, Jason Gurley for the Blue Jays got the next 2 outs, and then the Yankees went back to back to back after that. 4 home runs, 4 solo home runs in the 8th inning. They go on to win that game easily, 7-0. 4 solo shots in the 1 inning. Pretty impressive. But not all the news was good for the Yankees today. Jacoby Ellsbury, who has been on the 7-day concussion DL, was eligible to come back today, but he was out running and taking some BP and still having symptoms. In fact, his headaches are returning. They're going to send him to see a neurologist, and at this point, Ellsbury's return is questionable. Nobody knows when he'll be back. They just got to get him right before getting him back out on the field. So some good news on the field for the Yanks, but not so good off the field.
You know, it's interesting. We watched that game when that happened, and he was walking around the dugout as if nothing happened. And then it was an inning later where they took him out of the ball game, and now it's lingered.
Franco stung the ball pretty well right at the shortstop. Who stayed with that bobble. Understand that Franco's a runner, doesn't run well out of the batter's box, and just slowly, confidently threw it to second base, turned to double play. See a little activity out of the Franco bat right now. Tom, as you said, maybe this will turn into something bigger than 1 game.
Same with Odubel Herrera. Odubel with the 2 doubles today. 3rd time in his career he's had 2 doubles in a game, but it's the first time since 2015 that he's done it. One ball and 1 strike to Andrew Knapp. Don't discount his single His last time up, kept the inning alive. Hits that one sharply, but right at Panic. 4-3 on the putout. Phillies are down here in the 8th inning. However, it means we're going to the 9th inning here at Citizens Bank Park. And Hector Neris is going to try to preserve the first major league win for Ben Lively. Mason deliveries of the game. We look back to the 4-run inning in the 7th that Phil's had. Freddie Galvis, little poke into left field.
Beautiful piece of hitting right there by Freddie. Line drive to left field. After Michael's single and Andrew Knapp's single, the big blow, the bases clearing trip or double, I should say, off the bat of Odubel Herrera. Ben Lively loves it. Knows he's going to be in line for the W. Hopefully the Phillies can hang on, but bases clearing double. Love to see that out of your 2-hole hitter. That is your WB Mason deliveries of the game.
Freddie Galvis, Odubel Herrera all had a hand in breaking that tie in the 7th inning. 4-run 7th for the Phils. Now we go to the top of the 9th inning. And Hector Neris is on to try to finish this off. Not a safe situation. But let's face it, the Phils in desperate need of a victory. Ben Lively is watching from the dugout. His family is watching from the stands. And it's 0-1. Jeremy Hellickson, tomorrow's starter, behind him. There's Lively's family. They've had themselves, I would think, a very enjoyable day here at Citizens Bank Park.
One filled with nerves, anxiety, happiness, joy.
Mentioned he's the first Phillies starting pitcher to go 7 or more innings in his major league debut since Gavin Floyd in September of 2004. Swing and a miss. Good change. 1-2. Out toward right field. Saunders on the run. It's hooking away. It's going to take a hop off the top of the wall. And Belt will pull into second base with a leadoff double. So now Buster Posey up with nobody out and a runner at second. Posey is hit into a double play. He's flied to right. And he's reached on an infield single that led to the only run. Hitting .344 on the year.
Well, Buster should be a good double play man, although there's not a man on first.
You mean a line drive and Bell will be frozen?
No, we were actually kind of keeping our left eyes here on the game down in Miami, which became a no-hitter for Edison Volquez. Back to the game at hand.
Pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Outside. After doing a little collecting of himself out behind the mound. Phillies do not have Joaquin Benoit. Benoit on the disabled list today with a sprained knee. On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, as Mike mentions, Edinson Volquez has pitched the 6th no-hitter in Miami Marlins history. He walked 2, struck out 10, only threw 98 pitches. It's the first one since the last day of the 2013 season, when Henderson Alvarez threw a no-hitter and then had to wait for the Marlins to score in the bottom of the 9th inning to win it. Three and 1 to Posey.
So what do you think he's asking him? Was that a strike? Not really. It was high, but I felt like calling it a strike.
Nick Lentz is hearing it from that Giants dugout.
I think Buster's taken again. What do you think?
I don't know. He doesn't get paid to take a lot of pitches. Like your GMC pitch cast at the top. I think he'd be swinging here.
That's good hitting to me. I mean, that's a guy that's a very confident hitter. Let him throw a pitch. He knows they need base runners.
And that pitch there, were you going to get a single to right?
That's the only way you get a single on that pitch.
Yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Posey. Fly ball left field, playable for Aaron Altair, who came in a couple innings ago as defensive replacement. 1 away.
That Buster, I think, is swinging a little high fastball right there. Everything changes once you get that first out. And that's 9th inning like this. Kind of deflates the rally a little bit.
Yeah, that light at the end of the tunnel is dimming a little bit when you get that first out. Crawford is hitless in 3 at-bats, and he takes outside.
So giving him the bunt for the base hit. I don't know, they may know more than I about how often Crawford would bunt for a base hit, but if he's any good at it, you should take it away from him in this at-bat.
Good little splitter right there by Hector to get him back in the count.
Pete's taking a new position in the dugout. That chair.
Bouncer right through the middle, a base hit. Belt's on his way home. The throw to the plate is off the glove of Tommy Joseph. It's an RBI single, and now it's a 5-2 ball game. So Crawford gets his 20th RBI of the season. And now Joe Panik is coming up.
It's funny, you see Neris come into a game if it's not a safe situation, and he probably, throws. The hitters don't quite have the pressure on them they would if it was a tie ball game or we had a 1-run lead. And he also doesn't have the pressure, or doesn't feel the pressure, so he throws a few more fastballs than he normally would. I believe that was a fastball right there that got hit up the middle.
Well, Hector with just 1 earned run in his last 11 2/3 before today. And his first pitch fastball to Panic is low, 1-0. Fly ball center field. On the run is Odubel Herrera, and he puts it away for the second out.
Nice first jump there by Odubel to get back on that one. Ball was hit, and it had some carry to it.
It sure did.
Similar to the ball that Odubel hit for the double. You know, he thought it was a home run when he hit it. It must be a little hurting wind out there.
As soon as that ball was hit, his first step was back.
You know, there was a time when 400 feet, 410 feet was a long way. There was a time.
Here's Calixte, who is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. The runner goes. They're letting him go, and Crawford will take second. So they're letting him go because Tommy Joseph was not holding him on with 2 outs, and the Phillies up by 3. 1 ball, 1 strike. Following the ball game, Tommy Green and Marshall Harris are standing by. Tommy should have a pretty good perspective on what Ben Lively has done here today. 7 innings and possibly in line for his first major league victory. Plus, they'll talk about the big days for Odubel Herrera and Maikel Franco. That's all coming up on Phillies Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. With Ben Lively watching in the background, Hector Neris trying to get the last out. Broken bat looper into left field. That's going to drop for a hit. Crawford stops at third as the throw comes in, and now the tying run is coming to the plate, and it's going to be Aaron Hill who will pinch hit.
Well, now we got some pressure on everybody.
Yeah, and Genmar Gomez is warming up in the bullpen. No one ever said it was going to be easy. But we'd like it to be a little easy.
There's a guy that's a little bit concerned right now.
Yeah. So Aaron Hill takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Good spot.
He's hitting just a $121. He's hit the Phillies well during his career. Surprisingly good pinch hitter too. 0-1 pitch. Split. Career numbers against the Phillies. It includes 7 home runs. Out in front of an off-speed pitch. That split. That was probably the best one he's thrown today because it was in a different spot than the others.
And a little more depth to it.
Yeah.
Started a little bit higher and dropped a little bit more.
32,413 and now even more. Plus the Lively family on their feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hill. Neris is set. And the pitch. Inside 2-2, so we get it rolling again. Ben Lively trying to become the first rookie starting pitcher to win his debut since Jared Eichhoff in August of 2015. Fingers across the 2-2 pitch. And a looper down the left field line. That'll drop for a base hit. A run is in. Hill will stop at first. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Reached out and kind of hooked like a splitter. Just kind of hooked it to left field. Didn't hit it well, but dumped it in front of the left fielder.
Wow.
Altair.
Pete Buchanan.
Yeah, that's. I would have never dreamed in a million years that Neris wouldn't close out that game with a 4-run lead.
That one just kind of flattened out right there, and Hill able to keep his hands back, get down the left field line.
Well, no fooling around. Pete Buchanan's going to take Hector Neris out of this game, and here comes Genmar Gomez. It is a save situation for Genmar. We'll be back right after this. Outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Ben Lively went over toward Hector Neris after Neris came out of the game and just gave him a pat on the back. Neris was trying to close out the 9th inning for Lively, but now it's going to be Genmar Gomez. Genmar has one save. That's when he was the closer of the Phillies. On opening day, he picked up the save, but he's only had one other opportunity. This is a save situation. With Lively watching, Nick Hundley, the backup catcher, will pinch hit. Gorkys Hernandez is on the pinch run at first base for Aaron Hill. It's down to just getting the one out. A bouncer to shortstop. That should do it. Galvis to second, and the ball game is over. Ben Lively has won his Phillies debut. The first rookie pitcher to win his debut game since Jared Eickhoff in August of 2015. And man, the Phillies needed that shot in the arm. The 25-year-old goes 7 innings today, and the Phils hang on to win it 5-3.
Woo. Nail biter. They pulled it out.
There has to be acid buildup in everybody's gut in that dugout, and the 3 Lively family members that are sitting and watching. Now there's a little sense of relief. Well, he deserved it. He pitched a heck of a ball game today.
He looked good to me. I like what I saw. I like that, well, 91-mile-an-hour fastball that looks like 96. As he can fire it up in the strike zone. What a thrill. I'll never forget this day. Ben Lively.
Well, and Genmar Gomez earns just his 2nd save of the season. And our Chevrolet player of the game is Ben Lively. 7 innings today, 4 hits and 1 run. So many emotions as he goes out to the mound today.
That's the truth, but he kept them in check. He fielded his position well. He got a lot of firsts today. Still looking for that first strikeout, but that first W is all he's worried about right now. Nice job, and was able to get the Giants to hit into 3 double plays, 1 of the line drive variety and 2 on the ground. They just had it all going today. We know about his good curveball, but his slider was excellent today, and he's down on the field with our very own Greg Murphy. Murphy.
Yeah, he is. I'm going to let him get doused first. Well, that's a first as well.
cool.
A lot of firsts today. Congratulations. But maybe most importantly, your first major league win. That is probably something that you have thought about for a long, long time. How does it compare to the dream that you've been thinking about for so long?
It was awesome, man. Like, I was so ready to go and just warm my pitches right before that first one. I was just like, all right, let's get this first one out of the way. And then after that, it was just me being locked in.
I was going to say, we were watching you in the first inning, and some good defense behind you as well, but you looked very composed. And we've seen you come up and not get a chance to pitch, but did that help you, do you think, that you had a chance to come up maybe and see what it was like? Because you looked very relaxed out there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely getting up here and getting used to all the guys and stuff. They know I'm just that close to that opportunity, and I mean, just getting out there was just the best part of it.
It's obviously a special day, but made more special by the fact that you had some family here as well. It's a quick turnaround when you get called up to the big leagues. They had to get here quickly. How special was it to have them here?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, like, really the whole game I was locked in playing my own game until walking off that 7th inning. I mean, figured that was it, and I kind of just like looked up and saw Mom up there, and I know she's probably crying the whole game, but it was just awesome. That's when it finally all clicked in.
Well, I can tell you she was very excited all game because we were watching them. Before I let you go, I'd be remiss if I didn't say, oh, yeah, you can hit too, right? Your first major league hit. That had to feel great as well.
Oh, absolutely, man. I don't even have a hit in AAA yet. And got to give Stairsy a shout-out for that one. He was working me before the game, and it's funny how it happened.
Ben, congratulations. Enjoy the rest of this day, and we look forward to watching you again.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Murph. Ben Lively, his first major league victory after winning 18 games last year in the minor leagues, 6 this year in the minors. There are some tears. Ben was right. Mom did have some tears throughout the course of this ball game, in particular at the end when he earned the victory. There's his response, pretty composed too, as that final out was recorded at second base. The Phils win today 5-3. That's an even bigger storyline. It was great to see. Clutch hits and everything else. We'll be back to wrap things up from Philadelphia right after this.